This is how I show students how to do partial products multiplication. It's a little bit different from in some books. In some books, including Everyday Math, you start the algorithm by working with the tens place, but every other algorithm in math starts in the ones place, so I always start in the ones place. Before we do anything math, any of the actual math, we set ourselves up by circling our first multiplier, and then this number up here, I tell them it's acting like a little 6-year-old. It's saying me first. And then we also extend this line right here. So we circle this number in green because green means go, and everybody has a go with number 9, meaning they get a turn. So we start with number 9. We're going to multiply 9 times, well, this one's saying me first, so we better start there. 9 times 6. Oops. 4. And then 9 already had a turn with 6, so now it's going to have a turn with 3. But that 3 isn't really a 3, it's really a 30. But we've learned a trick for that. We know we have a 0 here, so we'll need a 0 here. And then we can multiply those two numbers. 9 times 3 is 27. Add them up. 5 plus 7, 12, carry 1, 324. So I'm doing 9 times 6, 9 times 30, then adding it together. I really, really, really think that keeping track of the equations there makes a huge difference, especially as the numbers get bigger. I'll show you another example. So first is the setup. That gets a green circle. We just use colored pencils in class. Me first. So we got to start with the 5. Everyone gets a go with 5. 5 times, well, who's saying me first is 4. 20. And then we already did times 4. Now we need to do times 5, but that's not really a 5. It's really a 50. Got a 0, put a 0. 5 times 5 is 25. So that is if you're doing 2 digits times 1 digit. For 2 digits times 2 digits, we start with the same setup. So let's say the problem were 36 times 25. Something I told the students is you can just start with what you know, set yourself up for 36 times 5. We'll come back for that too a little bit later. So we do what we know. 5 times 6, 30. 5 times the 3, that's really a 30. 0. But we're not done yet. We still have this 2 we need to work with because we're doing 36 times 25. So we're going to circle that one in red so that we can keep track of what we're doing. So everyone needs a turn with red. This 2 isn't really a 2, it's really a 20. Who does it get multiplied by first? Well, who's saying me first, The 6. Got a 0. 2 times 6 is 12. And then this 2 that's really a 20 needs a turn with this 3 that's really a 30. 2 zeros, 0, 0. 2 times 3, 6. Add them up. So we have 8, 9, 10, carry 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 900. So we have the color coordinating so that we know which number we're working with. And the me first helps kids remember. Sometimes kids are tempted to do 5 times 2 or 2 times 5, but if they always go to the me first, it reminds them that we multiply up. We don't multiply side by side. And for other kids, just taking the time to do the coloring and to write the me first, it calms them down a little bit.
If you have a black Honda license plate BV52727 please move your vehicle. You're blocking somebody that needs to leave. Thank you.
So the color coordinating can help calm them down. The me first helps them remember to go up and not left to right. And for some kids who are already kind of getting this, the me first is just fun. And there's nothing wrong with school being a little more fun. Let me show you one more of these 2-digit times 2-digit. Let's say we have 89 times 52. There's no law that says we have to do it all at once. Let's just start with the 2 because we already know how to do that. And then we'll come back for that 50 in a little bit. All right, so we'll start with this 2. Who's saying me first? The 9. Go back to that 2. Next is the 8 that's really an 80. All right, now we got to bring our 5 back in. Our 5 that's really a 50. So that 5 that's really a 50. Who's saying me first? Me first, the 9. 0, 45. And then the 5 that's really a 50 times the 8 that's really an 80, 2 zeros, 40. Eight, 12, carry 1, 6, 4, cha, 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 comma.
Eric Rodriguez, can you please come to the office? Eric Rodriguez, please come to the office.
So there's plenty of research about how color coding helps students with learning disabilities enormously, and I have found that just about anything that's going to help a kid with a learning disability is probably also going to help a kid without one. So color coordinating is huge because it can get the kids going in the right direction. The me first adds a little bit of humor. And then once you've done this with kids, they're well on their way to then learning the traditional or good old-fashioned way of doing multiplication. There you go. There's some partial products for you.